company will look to continue their winning ways against Jeff Teague and three-headed monsters. Then, it's the game of the year so far, as undefeated Bivouac battles undefeated enemies. Could it be a championship preview? It's all going down as the Big 3 is coming in hot in the Queen City. Next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, right here on CBS.
Welcome into the Moda Center. We got 4 games down, 1 game to go, and I always love these type of games. Power is going to take on Trilogy, and if you win, you'll be in Cincinnati, the Natty. But if you lose, you'll be going home and not coming back. Take a look at some of the games today. Tri-State, enemies, Ghost Ballers, Ball Hogs, all take care of business. Killer Threes, we'll be saying goodbye to them. But this is what kind of sets up the Power Trilogy matchup. Because of this, Trilogy, great win the other last week, and then Power 1-4. One of these teams will not move on. And so this is what the Big 3 is all about. As you go along, teams get eliminated. So both teams shorthanded, both these teams playing for their lives. What do you expect in a game like this?
Well, I think Isaiah Briscoe's probably the guy who I know who has to come up big. He's done an excellent job. He's second in leading scorer in all of the Big 3, and he is a problem for every single team. I think because everybody's sort of shorthanded with the flights and the travel and all that, none of that matters. He also has Earl Clark, who's an amazing guy. But when you also look at Power has to have a bigger game. When you look at Glenn Rice Jr., he has to keep a cooler head. He's one of the most talented players in this league, but unfortunately he always has some sort of issue that gets him disqualified or put out of the game. And then Deshaun Stevens, I'd like to see more from him. Obviously Royce is not here, and then they have Adam Drexler, who's also going to be stepping in.
Yeah, so Earl Clark, Isaiah Briscoe, and let's go with Earl Clark, who really broke out of a slump last week.
Yeah, I mean, Earl Clark, when you think about last season, was always a bucket, and I don't know what happened this season, but he's coming back alive. His ability to get to the basket, to drive, to shoot the three-pointer. We know that he's a big. At 6'10", he can guard anybody out on the court, and he is really the kind of person who defensively can step up as well. But Briscoe has been the guy. Look at the points difference, 15 points in week 1 through 3, 25 points in shooting 66% from the field, and let's not forget the 50% from three-point range. Like, this guy is going to have to play this good, I think, in order for them to come away with a win today.
Yeah, they're gonna want to continue to move on. Briscoe's been great the last 2 games. One of those games they lost, but last week they got a win to put them in this position right here. Going on to the other side, you got Power and Glenn Rice Jr., one of the most talented players in this league.
Yeah, he's talented. He can score left, right, shoot buckets, no matter what you want, three-point range, drives left. He kind of reminds you of a smaller Michael Beasley, but the problem has been at times he's gotten ejected from a few games, which really hurts his.
All right, let's go to Bibby with Nancy Lieberman.
Nancy, your team, bad travels yesterday. Your team is hampered by having only 3 people here. What's going through your mind with 3 players?
I'm just happy to have 3 players, happy to be here in Portland, and happy to have an opportunity to win.
You're in an elimination game right now. The team that loses goes home. What do you tell your team before a game like this?
We're well aware of where we are, and we'll find out who we are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a quick thank you.
I like that. We all know the situation.
Right.
But instead of guessing, we're going to find out what we're made of.
Absolutely. Well, I always say you learn the most about people during tough times, and right now Power and Trilogy are both in tough times, and who's going to step up. And also Steven Jackson not here to coach Trilogy. So maybe one of the players.
Yeah, no Flight White either, who usually takes over duties when he's gone.
I guess they're coaching themselves, so we'll see how that goes. Who's going to bring the fire? The 4th player sitting on the bench, I guess, if they want.
or the guy who fouls. First team to 50. No game clock, got a shot clock. Free throws, 1 for the point. 4-point shot is out there. And if you don't like a call, just bring the fire, one of the best rules of the Big 3.
All right, I like this matchup though. I like to see what goes on with Earl Clark and Deshaun Stevens. That's a good matchup right there.
No question, two real good defensive players. Earl Clark broke out of his offensive slump last time. All right, here's Briscoe. The post. There's Clark. Gets to the middle, fades away. It's a soft bounce.
Okay. So Glenn Rice Jr., what I did notice is that they switched on defense, which gives Clark a little bit more advantage because he can shoot over the top of Glenn Rice. Not sure if they're going to stay with switching on that.
A little bit of turnover. Good read by Roscoe Smith.
And that's going to be important for Roscoe Smith to be aware defensively because Deshaun can rise up on you and dunk on him.
There's a
TJ.
Quintessential power play. They do a lot of ghost screens power.
Yeah. And that was a nice cut to the basket for TJ Klein to finish for 2.
Briscoe. Don't let his size fool you. That guy's tough underneath. Go off Roscoe Smith's leg.
1 second. Oh, okay. TJ Klein. Nice cut to the basket. I like that play.
They'll run it again right here. Rice for 3. So good.
So good. I mean, just effortless scorer. He and Michael Beasley, excuse me. I think the two of them, I don't think they score so effortlessly. Well, of course, Joe Johnson as well. But just smooth basketball players that really have beautiful shots. Okay, Briscoe, I see you.
It's win or go home here in Portland.
Shakir Houston is playing for Trilogy this week. Rice goes inside. Stevens.
Oh, is that a
They got
tried to pull the chair, huh?
Yeah. I said this earlier, and Reggie Theus did not agree with me.
What's that?
But every time the guy falls down, the guard pulled him down.
Every time?
Every time.
Oh.
And you got 2 guys on your team that
They're
do it.
great at it.
Oh my goodness. It's a little nudge that you don't see, but they always pull. Big men just don't fall over. There's Klein moving the ball, 6 on the clock. Then Rice Jr. backs it up, rises up. Rebound Briscoe. He'll take his time. Show him in the corner. Step back, 3. Good rebound Stevens. Rice elevates. Good hustle by Stevens. Up top. Good passing by Power.
Nice passing by Power. I thought that was a good effort too. Just the second and third chance opportunities are really important for each team, especially when you know it's also an elimination game.
Smith, nice little jab and pull.
It's a very good shot by Roscoe Smith. I wonder if those two can be an X factor with TJ Klein going and Roscoe Smith. Maybe not the top tier players on both teams, but both really good scorers.
Heard you talking about him. Not TJ's game. Gets back into it. Clark fades. Good rebound, Roscoe Smith. Briscoe. Waving guys off. Goes to the basket. Got to be careful with your fouls in a game like this.
Yeah, Briscoe did a nice job of sizing up Rice Jr., trying to get him to close in a little bit closer so that he could go around him. That matchup is going to be important because we know Rice Jr., he doesn't like when he doesn't get the calls that he wants.
Briscoe using his body, gets the ball back. Oh, he misses the bunny. Klein shoots it. Ooh.
Ooh, that's not good. You know, for TJ, I'm not sure that he's a three-point shooter, but I would say maybe just take a one dribble and even a 17-foot shot. If that one's more makeable, I would say take that shot. At least until you're warm.
Oh, look at Thomas Scott.
Come on, Thomas, get the ball down.
This is the do-everything guy for the Big Three, including get the ball off the backboard.
Yay. Shout out to Thomas Scott. I've known Thomas since he was a little boy. Can you believe it? Yes. son of the Byron Scott of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Byron was my first basketball coach in the NBA.
Oh, there you go. It's a family affair.
Yeah, he gave me my chance. I got nothing but good things to say about Byron Scott. Rebound Smith. Briscoe for 3. He's shooting it well.
He is, and his shot is a little unorthodox as well, but it goes in, and you better close out on him because when he starts to get hot, it can really be a problem.
Rice pulls up. Good rebound by Clark. Likes his matchup. Stevens, it doesn't matter. Clark sticks the shot.
Oh, he said no basket.
Yeah, they're claiming that he didn't clear 2 feet behind the line.
Now, those are things that at this part of the season, like we're too far into the season for those types of mistakes. That can be costly. That was a 3-pointer taken away.
Effortless. Here's Briscoe. TJ giving him a gap. Oh, did not hit the rim. They don't have to clear it.
They don't have to clear it.
Rice got behind that 3-point line anyways. Over to TJ. Takes the 3 again. Back rim. Cleared by Smith. Oh, good job by Glenn Rice Jr. pulling that chair.
Yeah, that was excellent. And you think about Glenn Rice Jr., not necessarily known for his defense, but I thought that was a good idea. When you think about Smith being a little bit out of control, Power ends up with the 2 points.
Yeah, Power, I think all these guys got to be careful of foul trouble. You don't want to get yourself in foul trouble when you only got 4 players.
Both teams 1-1 there. Glenn Rice Jr. moving out of the way. Deshaun Stevens able to come up with the basket for 2. The Trilogy with no coach. Let's hear. See, can we even hear what they're saying over there? I don't think so. There's no Coach Mike. But at least they're talking to each other and communicating, because communication is key.
Yeah, it's been a big challenge this week. It's usually not like this. Like we maybe have one person that has flight trouble. It was league-wide, and the people who showed up today, a lot of them got to the airport yesterday in the morning and finally got here, this morning, right before the game. So
that was me. I mean, 5:15 a.m. my alarm went off to head to the airport for a 7 o'clock flight, then a 9:15 flight. Then it got moved to 5:30. Then we got on the plane at 7, and then they told us to get off the plane because the airplane had too much fuel. Too much fuel. Thank you, Delta. Yeah. So then I had to go get an Uber that cost me $80 to then go check in a hotel, then to go back to the airport at 5 a.m. this morning to catch a 7 a.m.
Man.
This is what I do for the people here, Scout.
Oh, my goodness.
I had to be here. And I'm just
and everybody that's been a part of travel problems knows it's the worst. You feel so helpless. There's nothing you can do. And we don't have anything to do with the IT outage or anything like that.
Nothing. All I can tell you is don't complain. Don't complain. You know why? We fly so much and everything goes right all the time that when we have a bad day, it's listen.
You're right.
Don't complain. That was the moral of my day yesterday.
Run the play.
Glenn Rice, is that for 4? That ball's kept alive.
Well, one thing about when they do shoot the 4-pointer, you're happy that it hits the rim, because then it's not like just an air ball 4-pointer is just killer. Like they'll get the rebound and then put it up, and now you give away points. So.
Power. Jake gets that dribble handoff. They get the switch. They're going to go inside. Stevens, size advantage. Just goes right over the top. Oh, that hurts.
That hurt player. That was a nice shot. Briscoe's a little bit tough. He's so tough even for a big to score down low. But the ball hit the rim. Power got really lucky on that one.
Rice.
Looks like Glenn Rice Jr. may have jammed the finger or something, huh?
Well, they need him to score. Like this.
Look at Nancy. She's like, do you need a sub?
Yeah, no, I mean.
Whatever you do, don't need a sub.
They need him to score. Like, this team is good, but they need him to score.
She is so nervous. Like, do not need a sub right now.
That's a great pass.
That's excellent. And I like the way Power had Briscoe as the smaller player as the help, which really opened that up.
Way to go, Deshaun.
All right, here's Earl Clark up top. Getting into his bag deep. Ooh, Roscoe Smith, explosion.
Roscoe Smith still got the ups.
Yeah.
He could have threw that one down.
I thought he was going to bring the house down. Inside, TJ. Briscoe's been holding the zone down low.
Yeah, Briscoe's the toughest guard to guard on the block for most smalls and bigs because he's so strong.
Good job by Stevens, doing a great job of keeping that ball alive.
Good finish by TJ Klein, just staying active. That's what you have to do. It's scrappy, and I think you're going to have to win ugly. One of these teams are going to have to figure it out.
Clark, pull up. No good. Rice. Oh. Stevens for three.
No, you want him to shoot that.
Yeah.
That wasn't a good shot. I think if he could get that back, he you know, a 1 or 2 dribble pull up. I don't know why that has really escaped people. It's like 3-point shot or layup, but the mid-range game, it's almost a lost art. But so many guys should really work on that. Players, I should say, not just guys. Players.
There's Briscoe. Got 5 on the clock. Backs himself down. Inside. There's 3 on the clock. I'm not sure you want to make that foul right there.
Absolutely not. In fact, that's one of those fouls when you're tired, you just reach in and stop the play. But remember, the big 3, he's lucky they didn't call it a shooting foul because that would have been a really bad foul for them. Put him on the free throw line.
Let's go Smith. Oh, wow. He came to play today.
He got the bounce. Didn't even want to talk about it. You talking trash? Like, bro, you can't talk trash after that shot. It just barely went in. I'm just saying. You can talk trash, but not on that
it's
shot.
all net is one thing, but
Yeah.
a lucky bounce, you're not giving him that one.
No, the ball bounced like 5 times before it fell in. He over here talking noise to the side. Come on, Roscoe, not on that shot.
You want to talk about the one where he went in the lane and he laid it? That was
give me
good.
that one. Let's talk trash like he may not know, but don't tell me 3 bounces and fall in like, bro, you don't want to see me.
Oh my goodness.
It's late. You know, Scout, listen, we've been traveling, no rest.
Yeah,
I don't know what we're gonna say.
You're right.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
That Rice Jr. is cold, man.
He is
Glenn
cold.
Rice, he shoot
right?
like his daddy, Glenn Rice.
Yeah.
And then you got Glenn Rice Jr. with the same touch from the outside.
Big matchup right here.
Yep, here comes Briscoe, though.
And we got the offensive foul.
Yeah, that was too obvious. That's too obvious. Now he wants to dispute. Can he hook him with his elbow? What do you think?
I actually thought you were allowed to do that.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't. TJ took enough off of that to get the 3.
Well, then hit a 3 and be like, Lisa, you don't know. You don't know my game like that. That's fine.
Yeah, I think you're allowed to use your elbows to turn and shoot, but that's just me. Earl Clark, in and out.
In and out.
Briscoe is tough down low in the post.
Yeah, that's a tough fadeaway shot, too.
Goes over to Rice Jr. in the corner. In and out.
In and out.
Clark pulls up.
That looks good. That's the way you want to capitalize on the miss. That was a nice shot.
You guys,
Taking it out,
when you
setting
guys
it up.
play,
Yes.
you call that transition, right? Your misses to the corner, to the way you guys.
Scout, we still have more games. I can't give you all my stuff, or what we call our
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
But you can just
Everybody
keep saying,
knows.
you know, we do it the best.
Yeah, you guys do it the best. You guys have the fastest pace offense in the Big Three.
That's what I'm saying. We just got to get our stuff together. That's all right. Gennaro Pargo will be back.
Joe Johnson will be back.
Joe Johnson, Jeremy, Jeff, Jamario. Every player on my team name starts with a J, by the way, if you didn't notice.
Yes, and that's why you guys make like 13 threes a game.
That's right. We don't have all 5 J's back and shooting a J. Like how I did that?
Yeah.
Because right now, man.
Better tip out by TJ. Glenn Rice.
That's a bucket.
Jeez.
A nice tip out.
Yeah,
there.
that's going to send it to the half. Glenn Rice Jr., he's got 12 points. A lot of hustle plays by TJ Klein and Stevens. Right now, they got a 4-point lead over Trilogy.
And that's probably the difference right now. When you just talk about hustle plays and effort, Power is making the effort more than Trilogy, and they're making the hustle plays.
You see it right there. There's a shot by Glenn Rice Jr. And Bibby, maybe you can break this down with Isaiah Briscoe.
Isaiah, I know you don't like to come out the game anyway, but how's it playing shorthanded?
It feels the same, honestly. You know, we known for having a short rotation anyway, so it's nothing we're not used to already.
Answer this question for me. A coach has to press the bring the fire button. Who's going to press the bring the fire button?
Oh, me? If I have to, yeah.
All right, man. Good luck. Have a good second half.
All right now, no bring the fire so far, 25-21. Power and control in this first half. A lot of inside play by Briscoe. Right now, they got to figure out a way to stop Glenn Rice Jr., who is lighting it up from 3. There's Ice Cube, inventor of all this. 4-point shot.
The legend.
There's some storylines for today. Enemies remain unbeaten. Bivouac's taken L. First loss this season. Had a couple guys out. Travel issue affects everybody, and it also affects the Big Three. So watching that first half, I like what Power did. They got it going from outside, but what are you expecting in the second half?
Well, the second half, they're going to do more of the same. I did like that one pick and roll. When you think about Stevens in the pick and roll, going to the basket with Glenn Rice having that ball, you're going to have to figure out, are you going to guard Junior or are you going to guard the lob? That's working well for Power. But when I look over here at Trilogy's got to get it going more. I would like to see even Briscoe in a pick and roll, maybe with Clark, put a little bit of pressure on the defense as well.
What about when I look at Power in this, the role players outside of Glenn Rice? You know, Glenn Rice has been great, but the role players are kind of making hustle plays. Well, let's first get into Glenn Rice Jr.
Yeah, well, his ability to score, you know, he's so fluid from the outside, whether he's unbalanced or not, he pops out. You know that he can knock down the 3 ball. But the other thing that really gets you is his ability to put the ball on the floor. Look at that fadeaway. I mean, it almost looks like he's not even prepared to shoot, that he's shooting a bad shot, and that's a good shot for him because he can put the ball really in the basket from anywhere on the court. Hey, puppy.
All right, there's that play you were talking about, 5 pick and roll. They go right inside. And Power has been making plays like that, and that's the reason why I think they have that 6-point lead.
Yeah, I like that play. That little rub action that happens with CJ and Deshaun coming off really puts the defense in a tough position.
Briscoe goes right to the basket, no messing around that time.
And it's going to be important for Briscoe to do more of that. He's got to attack Glenn Rice Jr. Glenn Rice Jr. is one of the weaker defenders in the league, even though he's an excellent offensive player. I'm sure he could make a better effort, but his ability to score is what makes him so good.
Once again, Stevens keeps it alive. TJ Klein over to Glenn Rice Jr. Those hustle plays are huge in this league.
So big.
Clark. Step back. Short. Rice.
I just don't like that Clark has to work that hard to get a basket. That's what makes it really difficult for them.
Jeez.
Here we go.
That was like that. Fading over that shoulder, that was tough.
Come on, isn't he giving you Michael Beasley? Like they're like the same, just he's smaller, but still his ability to score is about the same.
Yeah, they just get buckets. Yeah, they wake up getting buckets. 34-23.
Glenn Rice already with 17 points. Oh, okay, defense. He made a better effort that time.
Yeah, but then you get a foul. I would have let him go. When you got a 10-point lead in this league and you're filling it up like this.
Yeah, but look at this corner. He can make a few mistakes because the corner jumper, his jumper is so wet. But you're right, going to the basket with Briscoe driving. He tried. He couldn't decide. My thing is if you're going to foul, really foul them. But don't give them an opportunity to make an and one.
Yeah. All right, 34-25. Here's that high ball screen that you like.
Go to the rim, TJ. Go to the rim. Go to the rim.
Rice gets it back, just 5 on the clock. Stevens got to go.
3 seconds.
Go to the rim, TJ.
Oh, wow, Stevens. And that was Nancy Lieberman is who you're hearing coaching.
She's telling her son to go to the rim. She wants him to move without the ball, which is something I'm always yelling at my players also on the weak side. Don't just stand and watch. Don't be a spectator.
I don't see how this is a foul.
You can't do that. It's only been 6 years. 6 years.
Nancy is not happy with the drive in Briscoe. He's such a physical guard that when he gets downhill, she's saying that he's using his arm and pushing off. But, you know, listen, it's a tough league to officiate. We see that every single week in and week out. But Briscoe, again, getting downhill, he's so tough to stop.
Yeah, you got to find ways to not foul. When Briscoe's getting to the free throw line, he's going to have a big half if he gets to the free throw line 3 or 4 times.
Come on, Deshaun. Here we go, baby.
All right, here's that high screen and roll.
Back door.
There's a bump. That's a smart play by Glenn Rice Jr.
Now, this is where you start to see cooler heads will prevail in this game. If everyone can stay calm, if Glenn Rice can just stay on track, continue to will himself to the basket, knocking down the 3, Power will be fine. But you can see Briscoe just chiming at him, talking, pushing on him, and that starts to irritate him.
Keep going, keep going.
TJ Klein, Nancy just like,
Yep.
this is where one of those moments. Don't try and do too much. You drive to the basket, he's downhill, go ahead, shoot the layup.
Briscoe.
Box out.
Rice Jr. got to be careful. Just gives up the layup. At what point do you put a different player on Briscoe? Bring Stevens over.
Find your rhythm.
Bring TJ over.
I think the problem is that Rice Jr. is not as strong of a defender, but I mean, you could try. You could try and see if TJ could guard Briscoe, but I don't think so.
I think I called that on a shooting foul. Yep.
Well, now he can bring the fire, but there's no coach over there, so maybe he has to go do it.
No, he just said, hey, guy off the bench.
Oh, the guy off the bench?
All right.
He's gonna bring the fire? Okay,
Here we go.
This is the time you want to do it.
And there, Briscoe asked for it, and he got it.
Now, here's the thing. They're down. I'm not sure if you want to bring the fire right now just because, you know, you still have an opportunity. You're not like out of the game, but listen, he's the coach and the player, and he wanted to do it, but that's it. You only get 1 per half, so it's been used up now. If he can get this stop, it'll be great. But if he gets a foul and an and one, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, that's
that's the
definitely,
problem.
yeah, that's a foul. That's 2 points. That's one guy. Either one of those guys offensively, that's a tough position to be in. It's almost like I wouldn't bring the fire if either one of those guys get fouled. I'll just let them shoot it.
Absolutely, because you're more likely to, I would go with the missed free throw than trying to see their offense.
Yeah,
And Briscoe, I thought could have done, I thought that was a good matchup there, but they saw a foul. You thought that was a foul on that drive?
I thought it was a
I feel
lot
like
of
the
body.
officials could have let that go.
I thought it was a lot of body. Let's hear some of the sounds of the game.
So it was a dogfight out there for sure, but it felt good to hit the game winner and give us the win we needed for this week.
That's our goal, play in the Olympics for either team. You know, I think we're the best team. And Jaylen Brown, we got a spot for you, man.
Hi, Mom.
College coach used to say that winning solves everything and losing ruins everything. So it's like, Yeah, it's been fun hanging out with them, but like when the undertone is losing, it sucks.
Man, we just, we got to keep clicking. I think the best thing that we did is we believe in each other, man. We don't get down on each other, and we don't fuss at each other when we start losing.
Hey, things happen. There's no excuses. We got to win that game.
Never seen Ice get mad like that. But Iceman, man, he got on to us. He was like, what's the point of you guys shooting jump shots and they're in foul trouble? Get to the rim, get fouled, make your free throws, we get the ball back.
A lot of good matchups today. Interesting day all day.
It has been interesting.
Yeah.
But what I'm loving right now is this matchup with Rice Jr. with 22 points and Isaiah Briscoe with 17 points. These guys are guarding each other. We just saw Bring the Fire, which was unsuccessful for Trilogy. Which I don't know about that foul, but no. I mean,
not a BIG3.
Yeah, but Glenn Rice Jr. again. Give him his points. He's balling today. Like to see it.
All right, here's Briscoe.
Oh, here's the switch you talked about. Now you
they
know
ran
Klein
the screen,
is
though.
He's licking his chops to go against Klein.
Yeah, he's so hard to stop because he's so physical offensively. And if they're calling a game tight, then Briscoe can live at the line.
But I like that TJ sent him to the middle. I thought Stevens could have helped a little bit more, or at least show early so that he has to pick up that ball. Help out, especially if TJ has him. You know how strong he is, and he's trying to take him to the basket, but he loves to go left.
All right, Glenn Rice Jr. back on him. Briscoe gets the screen. Glenn Rice pulls his hands back. Briscoe figures out a way to finish. I'm living with that. I got a 10-point lead. I'm not fouling. I'm living with that, and I'm going back to that high screen and roll.
I like that. Yeah, that's a much better decision than to foul him in and give him the free throw. But what I like right here is going to be important for Glenn Rice to continue to stay offensively strong.
A lot of fouls so far. Each team will now have 3.
But the problem that Briscoe's having, I see, is he starts to get a little bit frustrated is after he fouls them, then he's starting to push the other players. And it's going to be interesting. If this game gets any closer, tempers will flare.
Glenn Rice Jr., he's got 3 on the clock. He's standing on that 4 line, and they call an offensive foul.
I'm telling you, all of the antics are out.
And that's 4 for Power. And folks, fouls in this league matter. You gotta be able to defend without fouling. It's a big possession here for Power defensively. Oh my goodness.
Well, listen, what I do like about Isaiah Briscoe is he's understanding the moment. They have to get points, and how do you get points? Getting to the free throw line. It may be simple and it may be ugly, but it's working. If he knocks down these free throws, Power right now has 5 fouls. The next foul, guess what happens? They get the free throw. If they make it, they get the ball back. So also, I think it's a great strategy for since Trilogy seems to be struggling offensively in every other aspect of this game.
At what point would you send a double team? When he gets 2 feet in the paint?
For Briscoe?
Yeah.
I definitely would send a double team. I'd leave TJ and see if he can beat you from the outside.
All right, here's Rice. He elevates up, in and out. Briscoe, almost gets it. It's going to be Power ball.
That's the right call. White ball on the outside. Nice hustle. Power doing a good job just trying to keep it together and run their offense. Glenn Rice continues to drive to the basket strong.
All right, here's Clark up top. And look at this. We're in a game. 36-39. And Rice is a little upset about the call. He's saying, well, you're calling those fouls on me. What about when I drive to the basket? 7-0 run for Trilogy. There's Stevens. Good job by Glenn Rice setting that screen.
That was an excellent job, and he told Deshaun to keep coming to go. But here's the deal. Trilogy has to get into defensive stance. Clark, they're mixed up on their screen whether they're going to switch or stay. And unfortunately, nobody switched.
Ooh, tough finish by Briscoe.
That's live. Man, that was awesome. Briscoe's a tough guard. And of course, with Rice Jr. being, you know, he's a little bit taller than him, but Briscoe's so strong and able to get to the basket at will.
Right here, Stevens. Oh, Glenn Rice Jr. from deep knocks down the three.
He is such a bucket. In fact, you know what? I think once he gives up the ball, you just have to face guard him. Like, I wouldn't let him get the ball back. He's shooting the ball so well today.
These two have been going at it, back and forth. Oh, they got a foul. It's not a good foul. Not with a lead like this.
Well, Nancy has to either bring the fire or if they score their free throw, they get the ball back. Oh, well, there you go. I'm such a psychic sometimes, right?
Well, no, that's the right call. You really have no choice at this point. The fact that if Briscoe makes the free throw, they get the ball back.
Briscoe, Rice Jr.
All right, here we go. Bully ball. Briscoe, bam.
Wow, you count it and the foul. So
right
that
now,
means it's red ball.
Yeah, Trilogy will get the ball back. Only down by 4.
So this was a good, I mean, it was a physical play. Both of those guys that was almost the exact same play that Glenn Jr. did against Briscoe. Now they've changed the defense. Deshaun Stevens is going to try and guard Isaiah Briscoe, who is really the best defender on their team. But now it's going to be important for Clark to really step up. He now has Glenn Rice Jr. on him. Can he take advantage of that matchup? And are they going to even get him the ball?
White ball, Isaiah. They put it up wrong. White ball. Hey, white ball.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I didn't know that. So someone...
What do you mean? They put it up wrong, so they have 5 team fouls. That made 6, so now they're saying it's still just 5?
5, yeah.
I told you, Isaiah Briscoe was counting on that. You see, his whole strategy was to get to the foul so that he could be able to make it take it.
From Rice, over to Stevens, out to TJ, turns down the 3. And they call an offensive foul.
Look at Nancy. Oh, Nancy's coming all the way around.
Knocked the shit out of him. No, he hit him and extended his forearm. If you don't like us, just tell me.
That's going to be an offensive foul, which turns into
let's
a
look
shot.
At this. Oh, well, that's tough. I think he sold it a little bit more. He didn't knock him off that far, but smart play by Roscoe Smith.
Roscoe Smith, big free throw. They make it. They get the ball back. That's exactly what happens.
Stop fouling.
All right, 44-42. Power still up by 2. Nancy's encouraging her team, screaming at her team to please stop fouling. I feel you, Nancy.
All right, here's Clark inside. Good contest. Bucket. You just got to live with that. You just got to hope Glenn Rice Jr. just keeps it going offensively.
Well, Earl Clark, sometimes he disappears and he's so good. I'm not sure why it took him so long. But he's got to step up right now.
It's the 15-5 run since the foul trouble. There. It's a good drive.
Clark did a nice job with the shot over TJ Klein. So smooth.
Big free throw right here for Power. Remember, winner of this game will go to Cincinnati. The loser will be done for their season.
Done. Gone fishing. Hang it up. It's a wrap. Oh, he missed a free throw.
Gets it back for 3.
Oh, my gosh.
What a miss. I don't know if I've ever seen that, and I've watched a lot of basketball in my life.
That was nice. That's what happens when you don't box out on the 3-point line. I mean, on the free throw. See, that's just a little lapse, but let's see what Isaiah comes up with. He's thinking he needs a 4-pointer probably. But I would try to get inside, get fouled, and score.
No fouls, no fouls.
Clark misses. TJ rebounds the ball. Glenn Rice Jr. elevates for three. It's going to go off of power.
Wow. That was quite, look at that. No box out. You have two guys boxing out one guy. Why did they choose to do that and not box out the shooter?
What do you do here if you're Trilogy? Try to go
Trilogy,
for two?
I'd still get it to Isaiah and keep going to the basket. I try to get a foul, get to the basket, get a foul, because if he gets a foul and an and one, they get the ball back. Oh.
Man, he is tough.
Like
He is tough.
I love that. I feel like they should have, hey, you got to live with that.
He is tough.
He's tough, and I thought that was a great job there by Stevens, not trying to foul. He went for the up and under, but that's what you want. But now right here, I wouldn't let Glenn get the ball. I would just face guard him. See how they just switch? I wouldn't do that.
Rice.
Glenn is too good.
Crosses over, goes up, no call. Body's flying.
No.
Smith out to Briscoe for four. No good. Rice rebounds.
He didn't need a four.
He elevates for the game. No. Stevens inside, goes strong, but blows it. No rim, and they call foul.
Oh my gosh. What is happening right now? What is happening right now? Power, first of all, I thought that Deshaun should have passed that ball, get it back to Glenn Rice, because that's been your money guy. Right here, just kick it back out and reset. But he tries to take it, misses, and then somehow Briscoe misses the layup.
And they call a foul. I don't know about this. First of all, how did Deshaun miss that layup?
I don't know how he missed that
where's
layup.
the foul?
I don't know if we get the camera angle for the foul. I don't know what happens because Briscoe somehow ends up on the ground.
That is a brutal way. And Briscoe, 1 for 2. And the ball. And a chance.
So here, Briscoe goes up. Oh, he pushes him with two hands. Yeah, that's an automatic foul.
Yeah, you can't
That's
do that.
why he got called.
Gotta have discipline. All right, this is game point for Trilogy. Briscoe's calling his number. He's flattening everybody out.
Ball's wet. Here we go.
Power got a little three happy.
This is coming up. So Power needs a 3. Trilogy needs a 2.
Power just got to get a bucket.
Let's see how this goes down.
All right,
we have Glenn Rice out here.
Briscoe getting downhill, aggressive. Oh, no block out on the weak side. And Trilogy
comes back. Action Jackson. Where's Stack? Stack will be proud right now. The boys showed up. They're still alive.
Power will go home. A disappointing season. And Trilogy will stay alive again. Back-to-back weeks with a win.
That was excellent. And you got to give Isaiah Briscoe so much credit because he willed them to that win. His hard work, his effort, his fight, his smarts to pay attention to the clock and to try to get downhill so that he could get them into the bonus. Then the officials saying that they weren't in the bonus when they were supposed to be. Like, so much happened. Isaiah Briscoe is right now with Mike Bibby.
Big comeback, big win. It's been a long weekend. Tell me how you feel about that win after that win.
Hey, we just extended our season another week. I'm happy as hell, man. I'm happy as hell.
Good, good. Now you have to go and make it. Steve wasn't here. You were kind of the coach out there. Tell me your mindset of just being out there, being down 10, 12 points and coming back.
You know, the guy we picked up, Shakur, he's been with me all year. And when we came out, we had the ball, and he looked at me. He said, "Yo, it's only 10 points. Like, you could come back from 10 points. So just keep chopping at the tree and just, stay disciplined." And we came out with the win.
Right. Congratulations, you guys. Moving on.
Isaiah Briscoe, like he said, happy to keep playing, happy to come back and take that trip to the Natty.
I loved it. I thought that was an excellent team effort. Both teams. It was just the turn of the tables just turned just at the end for power. I mean, they were right there. And I thought, again, Deshaun Stevens got the rebound. I would have reset and kicked it back out to Glenn Rice Jr.